Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, Season 3, Episode 74 with me, Cid, and last episode we completed this, including the upper floor, which has all of the things that you'll notice the chests are missing. We haven't tied it back to a system. I also emptied all of that. However, this is the second results of the second chest of everything we got from the Digiminer. So I've already taken one similar chest to this back to the ranch, so to speak. However, we should now be able to head back and look a bit more at these spoils. Now, I realise I still need to work on the outside of this area. But to be honest, I need a break from it. These some of these builds take a bit longer than I anticipate when I go to do them, and in the case of that one, it's resource gathering. Sometimes the build is bigger, you know, it varies, but at the end of the day, sometimes they take a touch longer. I've got another chest over here that I have. Which say we'll have you facing the way you meant to face then. Yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now we can take all the iron. I am going to process this up manually because see, the copper, you know, if I remember rightly, the copper is that, so we can, the issues we have with some of these metals is they don't stack because of, you know, my relatively lazy. That's a mechanism tin, that's fine then, and the osmium is also fine. So tin and osmium, that's all in. Okay, doobie-doobie-doo. Got a little bit of cobble to get rid of, a little bit of smooth stone, that's all simple, it'll go into the scrap. Diamonds go into there. Now, aluminium, that's zinc, and that's silver. So, aluminium, do I actually have aluminium in any of these? That's your zinc. That's your lead. Oop. That is silver. I don't think I actually have aluminium in a drawer, which might be a little bit short-sighted, because we've got a reasonable amount of it, and maybe we should have. We got another compacting drawer anywhere? I haven't, but that should be relatively easy. Just need a couple of pistons and we should be good, and we can take you. By the way, I've got the window open if you can hear noise on the street outside. That's it's another warm, uncomfortable period in that silent mechanism, so that lock can come out too, and that's, oh, that's aluminium steel. Okay, bloop and bloop and bloop and bloop, and we then need to lock it down. And we shall be good. Boop and boop. That's a fair old amount of aluminium there in that system, so that's all good. Right. What else have we got? We've got a whole load of other bits and pieces, so I'll get all of these put away and sorted. I just remember, was there anything in here? Yeah, this stuff. I'm going to leave the Teslatite ore in ore form, because I don't think I'm going to really need it, because this is mainly used for the blue power things, and I haven't really had a need for any of this yet. Doesn't mean I won't have a need for it, but I haven't had a need for it. So yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of doped wafers and things like that. But I can't remember whether, I mean, when I put that in, I thought it was actually quite cool that blue power was back, and now I can't remember what I actually wanted it for. So let me quickly sort this lot out, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, one last thing to do, and that is mine all of this stuff, other than the blue goop doof hoofer, with a fortune pick. And that will be all of the gains from our little Digiminer experiment processed. I'll be honest, the actual processing of all of that material is not as fast as I would like. It's still fast, don't get me wrong. But I think the problem I have is is the speed of those hatches, and I don't know if there's a faster way of doing it. Whether we could use something like, say, a factory dropper or something like that instead of the conveyor belt hatch. But doesn't matter. Let me just switch on my magnet and put that away. So we came out with a reasonable amount of arcane crystal. We came out with some runes and quite a lot of dark runes. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't really played with these a great deal. We got a rune bag, there's a mystical dagger. That's about all you get with those. With the runes, there's a different rune bag. There's runic, glass, runic, but again, not a huge amount. And the arcane crystal makes a gem bag, stores all gems, and you know, the doesn't seem to do a huge amount, that mod. I'm wondering, again, I think it's just a mod that hasn't matured yet, maybe. Right, what are we doing today? Right, first things first, I need to take all of this and put it away, because that's all the spare. Now over here, I've got a whole load of building materials, and we are going to grab that. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. And once that's emptied, we'll grab that chest and we'll take that with us as well. And we are going to head over to Atlantis, because I want to do a little bit of building over there. Because I haven't done anything over there for a while. I'm just trying to think, what do I need? I need my under the sea box. With that and that. Do I need my trident? I don't desperately need my trident. Under the sea. Right, anything else? There should be somewhere in one of my bags a mega torch. Misc? No. Must not be redstone. Not in the mystic bag. And I will want one of them and one of those. Where's my mega torch gone? You're not in there and you're not there. There you are. I knew I got one somewhere. Anyway, still daytime. Let's head over to Atlantis, where we are going to go and have a... I still love this build so far, and I really do need to do more internally in this. It's still too sparse inside. I think some of this, like over here, well, let's we go up here. This bit's kind of got the right level. This is, you know, busy enough. But everywhere else, not so good. And where I want to go and build today is over there. Got my flight suit on. Let's head over here. We've still got conduit power, but what I would like to do is maybe just about here set up that's not right, is it? It's like that with the conduit on the top, and then I think I'd finished the actual structures necessary to make that work. Maybe it just counts the number of blocks in the positions, I don't know. Anyway, that's fine. We'll just have a little bit more conduit power over here. And then, just for good measure, we'll also stab our torch. So that should... I actually thought for a second that was a conduit. Alright, anyway, what do I want to do over here? So, round this road area, first things first, I want to take a whole chunk of this terrain out. Probably that way a goodly bit as well. And we'll just terraform this down, or landscape this down. I really should go away, dolphin. Never played with dolphins great, actually. I know it's a thing. Like many vanilla mechanics, you tend to ignore them if you're not carefully modded. So, anyway, we've got the road here. I need to come... just trying to think how I want to do this. So as we're coming in this way, lining up on the centre, I am wanting this to probably be the position of the item I want to build, or at least part of the item. We're going to bury some of it into the cliffside there, and then we're going to landscape and change a wee bit of this stuff. Now, I could do... what I could really do with is an unflooded point to place, maybe so if I just come in, hello, ooh, ow, ow. Totally worth it. Right, let's just fill this back, and then we can use this as a little base of operations to work out of, I suppose. And if I can get this filled in, we don't need an area. It's just that the bag of much working doesn't... I just filled that in, and I'm kind of sat there wondering why I did. The bag of much item storage doesn't like to be placed down in water. That can be for all of our scrap. We're going to need one of them probably, and we're almost certainly going to need one of those. So, what am I going to build? Well, the plan here is to build a church tower. We're going to have a church building that kind of comes into the landscape here, and overflowing it, at the front of it, we're going to have a graveyard. But we're not just going to have any old graveyard. We're going to actually have a graveyard that is functional. So what I didn't bring with me is anything to build these. We're going to need to go back and sort that in a moment, because we need more heads. Or we might not need more heads, but we probably will do, because I've only got 18. Now we can make heads, so that's not a major problem. But first things first, I think we need to think about what I am going to use for the edges of the church. Let me take diorite pillars. I'm actually going to use diorite, and this is probably for the first time. So I'm going to make this church there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there. And we're going to come up about, what are we at there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't want to get too close to the ceiling, and I don't want to overshadow that. Maybe about there. Part of this is an element of winging it in this, I'm afraid. I need more stuff. And then we're going to make the church is going to be a mixture of things, but ultimately and hopefully it's going to be mainly white. So that will be the church frontage, and then we'll come back here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and there for now anyway. But we're going to be doing some other bits and pieces around in here. So once we've got that in, I want to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe on the 8th. Well, I think actually no, the 7th. And we'll do that, and then that will come up all the way, and we'll have maybe something like that to start off with. Does that feel? It kind of feels a reasonable size. Okay, and then in terms of palette, we are going to be mixing up these smooth diorite. Now, smooth diorite doesn't. We've got marble from Blue Power, we've got marble from Embellish Craft, and we've got marble from there, and we've also got this Nice. And if we look at the variation, smooth diorite really doesn't do much at all. Marble from Blue Power does nothing in there, but we can do that to get marble bricks. But they keep that kind of the colour, and then you've got the Embellish Craft marble has got a kind of a grey tinge. It's more of a decorative element, I think. But again, you have got marble bricks. And then Quark marble actually probably has the biggest variation. So it's got a smooth variant, it's got pillars, it's got little features. So yeah, that in itself is quite good, and I think we can probably, yeah, you can take it to polished, which I could have done via that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a little bit of this. Now if we have a look at those, they will go to bigger bricks or small things. So I'm going to take those to bigger bricks because I think the small ones are too fussy. The Blue Power we can bring in and mix in a bit of that. Quark marble we can bring in a bit of that. Smooth diorite, I think we've got nothing, and that one I think we've got, what did we say, little ones. Can we do anything with those? We can. So what we end up with is hopefully a build palette which kind of lends itself to a very slim gradient heading up. And then I'll throw in maybe a few variations on those blocks as well for good measure, but we don't want it. We want this to be quite large, so we'll take you out because I want a good old sized church door in there. But then we're going to come from here, we're going to come out and have the church. Let me, oh, cat around my feet. Let me just have a quick sort out of a few bits and pieces, and I will be right back with you. Alright, I'm getting steadily there. Steadily. This is actually based off of a design by on a YouTube channel called uploaded by Blue Nerd Minecraft. So you know, do check him out if you want to see the original design. Obviously I'm shifting it to marble. I've altered a few bits and pieces, and I will obviously make it fit because various bits of my build are not ideally suited for where I am. So I'm coming into this, and as I say, I'm going to bury a lot of this, but this is quite a large church. So don't do that to me, fishies. So for example, the doors, I've kind of used trapdoors. That one's open, this one's, because obviously it's not meeting in the middle, but I can live with that. I can live with that. I mean, I suppose I could do it up like that, so, but it just looks, I'm not sure what looks better. Let's have a play. Let's see, because that is evidently a door, but it doesn't meet in the middle. So if I do that and make it so, but better, I don't think it does. I think it looks odd because they are not equal in shape and size. Anyway, I've thrown down a little bit of old dirt. We'll put some bone meal on that later to get some of this seagrass and things growing. Maybe a few bits and pieces of things. This is just a raised bed to go around the side there. And what I need to do now is complete this tower, pull this tower up. This will be, in fact, I may even take some of this out on this side here. Maybe even some of that out and just take it across like that, because it may fit better like that. Let's have a look. Now, one thing I've also been doing is throwing in a little bit of broken stone, so, you know, make it look at least a little more, but that might, yeah, I mean, that will kind of open up the space better, I think. And it does seem kind of silly. It actually really doesn't matter, because of course this space is not for using. Oh yeah, I forgot, blue power bricks are an absolute pig to break. Stay out, Mike. Yeah, don't go in the cave. Get dolphins. Right. So once you've got this in place, then the next thing to do is keep coming down a few blocks, and I think we're going to go kind of maybe 3 and then a buttress, 3 and a buttress. So that would be there, and then your buttress would come out here, and I'll kind of landscape this a bit better later, but we'll just go with the bottom blocks for the time being. So you kind of got this going on, and then you'd have a buttress of, I'm trying to think how it would be. Yeah, it's probably come up like this to about there, and then you'd have a double there, looking at the screenshot I've got, and then you've got a mixture of. Well, this is an interesting one because I haven't got much dirt, because, you know, dirt's not a big thing under the sea. Let's go and see if we can't find any in a cave somewhere. There's nothing down there. I know where I'll probably find some dirt, and that is over here in this structure. So that's where I got the grass from, actually. So let's go see what else there is around and down here. Oh, I love that. Extra head is always, oh, there's another one there, and another one. We'll definitely take those heads, but this is not getting me, I mean, that's cool. So, good grief. That was nearly very embarrassing. Yeah, I don't want you, I want you. And I definitely want that head. Not much dirt down here though. That's a pain. Let's go and check somewhere else. Because there's got to be something somewhere. I seem to recall this wasn't all... Oh yeah, you got... Well, if nothing else, I came out of it with a few more skulls. Oh. I must have found this. Yeah, I must have found this. I don't believe I haven't found it. But again, not helping me in the dirt stakes. So let's get out and... oh, it's not like I'm desperate for dirt. I don't know why I'm hunting around for it, but... You know, we'll stick a bit of coarse dirt down and we'll grab a little bit more dirt from... I mean, I can borrow this for now. Yeah, it's not important. And that can go down. Then we'll throw down a bit of podzol, maybe a couple of podzol, and just we'll have one living dirt in there. And then we'll... no. Where's my bucket? There we go. So that gives us the edges, and obviously we can bring this down and, you know, landscape again around here. Let me continue fertiling around with this and see how we go, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I am working my way around and starting to hollow out the space that this church is going to go in, and this thing spawned. I haven't seen one of these. I know what they are, but I haven't seen one. And consequently, I want one. Get rid of you, grab you, put you away, and then let's see. Get out of the way, bat. Damn it. First law of sod, you're going to catch a bat. Right, let's go and get... Come on. Oh, I'm going to have to kill these bats. Which is easier said than done, to be fair. Where you gone? Right. So this guy is a tortoise from Quark. If you've not seen them, actually pretty sweet. I'm going to stick my tort. How did I get 14 wings off 3 bats? Oh. Well, that was stupid, wasn't it? How am I gonna finagle this? It's not a problem. I mean, I'll be able to get that back later. But anyway, I just wanted that because. So we have got out here now. Hope it's night time. We should probably sleep. I've relocated my little sleepy hole, my hidey hole. There's some stuff there to play with, but not desperate for it. And I think the tower structure is more or less done. I've managed to get half of the roof done. And while I am just clearing out myself of random poop, we shall just clear a little bit of that out of the way. And so we've got the front. That's all nice. the tower comes up, and I've, you know, the variation in themes, that seems like it should be not a block. Moved the torch over there, just moved my conduit down here, and we've got the actual roofing all the way back over here. I haven't got the walls in. I've kind of been digging in the space. We're going to backfill a lot of this, so it's going to get a lot of sand against it, and especially on this side, because obviously we've got the mountain range here. So that's where we're at with all of this stuff, and yeah, I'm happy enough with this. I think it looks quite nice, and from without the oh yeah, there's a bunch of those guys floating around as well, isn't they? With those light rods on the top, it's nicely illuminated. I'm quite happy the way that's looking. So what I need to do now is hollow out this space, put the roof and the walls in on the other side, get the back wall in. That's going to be somewhat of my interpretation. Throw a little bit more wear and tear in with the use of a few stair and slab blocks, and then we can backfill in. So let me get that kind of done, or a bit more progress, and I shall be back again in a bit. Right, this has taken just a little teensy bit longer than I anticipated. In fact, we are now on the following day. I've been building all night. I've got up, I've gone to work, I've come back, and I've resumed recording and building, and it's still not finished. However, it is getting there. I mean, look at that. That is there. I've started throwing some sand down as if it's collapsed. I think I will stick more sand into this corner, but you really bank it in there. Down the back here, I do need to do the roof properly. We've got a back wall, and obviously I need to do something back here, but I haven't decided what I'm doing in the back of this thing yet. What else? But I'm liking the colour palette. We need to do something with these, so they'll probably be buttresses up and over and around, with maybe supporting beams going across. I'm not entirely sure what to do. I may actually buttress these down as well, because this really doesn't make a huge amount of sense. And then obviously at the back here, or not obviously, but potentially at the back here, a big thing. My plan is to break a few of these windows and have sand pouring in as well. Obviously need a floor, and but this has been a build and a half. This has taken a lot of effort. We still need to flow some sand in the back there. What I do need to do is go and grab some more roofing material, so I can just get that a little bit done. But I have to say that I am really liking. Don't you dare crash on me. Hey, it didn't crash. That's always a bonus. Yeah, so I mean, maybe taking some of this material up, maybe a little bit of the quark stairs. So take I've got a full stack there. If I take that and go with a bunch of those, that might work for the interior. But there's still a huge amount of work to do here, as I'm sure you can tell. But if we come up here like so, and then come down there like so, and then here. Now this is the only problem when you dug out, and this is all non-source blocks, of course, is that it all becomes a little bit problematic. Right, I need to do something with that bit, but that covers up all of that nicely. Bucket. This will probably be backfilled mainly with sand anyway, and dirt and rock. It's going to be like a collapsed in bit. And my thoughts down here are simply take the same buttress that we've got outside up to here, come out like that all the way across, like so. We're going to need to do more of that, and down. I mean, I don't think it needs to be. We probably put a little bit of, you know, a little bit of smidge of something there, but come up here like that, and like that, and then we need to do something in the middle, which could be that. That kind of works. So yeah, this is my life now. Actually, I've got an idea down there. Let me just go and grab something. Still need to beat up the walls a little bit and break out the kind of perfection that is already there. But if I take a little bit of one of those, it might do the trick. We'll have a quick sleep. So yeah, that's it. I think I'm going to leave it at that. This episode. This has been a long recording session in terms of, you know, from back to front. But I didn't bring any bone meal with me, did I? Tell me I didn't bring any bone meal with me. I didn't bring any bone meal with me. I mean, I think no, you can't. Obviously, I've played some mod pack in the past where that's been a thing. I'll bring some bone meal with me next time. We'll be able to bone meal up around here and get these beds with some coral and the likes. Replace this out. So next episode, we're going to finish the interior. We are going to take you out to there for starters and replace you with that, and then we'll do that. That's what I was thinking. Oh, that does not work. No, that doesn't work either. Alright, I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and stick a full block in there. Anyway, that is enough waffling from me for one episode. I am really liking the way this is starting to go. And once that looks more a bit like no, it's not. It looks a bit axolotl like almost. For a minute there, I thought I was in the wrong version of Minecraft. Floor needs swapping out for this. Obviously, we need to decorate internally, make this base ours. But on the whole, very happy with it. And I will see you next time. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Until next time, bye for now.